Hey there, comic book friends! Here, this is a video response to Captain Cummings tagging us for who is our favorite C-list characters. Why don't you go and go first?
Okay, so my favorite C-list character is Black Alice. Right, here she is in Secret Six. Black Alice is kind of a magic user, kind of. As in, she takes people's powers.
Magical-based powers.
Yeah.
Has to be a magical-based power. She can use their powers.
Yes.
And she can actually combine.
She can combine powers. She can combine.
So
you know, she turns into Cheetah and a mix of Cheetah and Felix Faust. I've seen her do that before.
She's also gone Dr. Fate and Wonder Woman at the same time.
Yep.
So she'll suddenly have this kind of strange helmet, looks kind of like Dr. Fate's partway. And then she'll have Wonder Woman's lasso and whatnot. And it's not like she has to go and steal those things from them. She just has them. She embodies those people, and she has those powers and whatnot. So anybody who's magically based, when she knows about them, she can mimic their stuff, which actually makes her
super
probably
powerful.
one of the most powerful.
I've seen Spectre Black Alice, so
yeah,
which is
epic. Yeah,
yeah, cause yeah,
she probably is one of the most powerful characters in the DC universe before the New 52.
Yep.
We haven't seen her since.
I hope she's there. The first time I really decided that I liked Black Alice a lot was right after she finished beating up Misfit with a mix of Misfit and Etrigan's powers.
Oh yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
So she decides that she's going to leave because she and Misfit are forced to fight in this like super teen kind of
fighting
club run by Granny Goodness, right? And she decides that she's taking Granny Goodness with her. And so she puts Granny Goodness in like a headlock and decides to teleport out of this little extra dimension that they're in, that they're fighting. And Granny Goodness explodes as soon as they get outside. She kind of gets all puffy, right? And Black Alice starts to make demands to her, and then she explodes. And Black Alice is just kind of like, oh, that was awesome. I thought that was great. What comic was that in?
That was in... Was that in
Teen Titans?
I think it was in Teen Titans. Was it Birds of Prey or was it Teen Titans?
I don't know.
Nah, I can't remember either.
But she just blew her up. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Just like seeing her, you know, Wonder Woman is dealing with Faust and Cheetah, which are like two huge people, and then Black Alice shows up and decides that she's going to throw a tantrum.
Right.
And steals both their powers. Well, not steals necessarily, but
mimics their powers.
Mimics both their powers. And it's not like she has their powers and then proceeds to A, not know how to use them, or B, has a weakened version. It's the full deal.
Right.
I mean, you know, if she steals your magical powers, she knows how to use them. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love the character too. Gail Simone creation. And quite awesome. I hope they reintroduce her. And I don't know where they put her at in the new DCU though.
Neither do I.
Where she would blend in. Other than you could throw her in
Dark Justice?
In Justice League Dark.
I don't know.
She'd be lots of fun there.
Yeah.
She'd be a real loose cannon.
Oh my god, it'd be insane.
You know, because she's a teen. You know, she's old.
I'd love to see her with.
She's in high school.
I'd love to see her with iVampire though too.
Yeah.
I mean, not permanently necessarily.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it'd be an interesting arc.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be interesting. I think they should make a whole new book, and have her and Misfit and like Supergirl all going to high school someplace.
That'd be great. That would be pretty awesome.
Because you just had this really strange mix of characters.
You might even be able to throw Cyclone in there from like the old, well not the old, but like.
Justice Society.
Yeah, Justice Society All Stars.
Yeah, that would be cool. Not going to happen.
Nope.
They won't make a book like that. Anyway, mine. This is hard. Man, there are a lot of characters, and of course we have had lots of conversation about what's a C-list. What's a C-list character in comparison to a B-list character? I mean, we all know who the A-list people are. You know, the B-list people are all the support people of sorts. Right now, I say this right now because of course I always come up with something different after I think about it for all. I am going with the Creeper. Okay, this may not have been the greatest miniseries about the Creeper, but I like the Creeper because he's just an absolute freak. I liked him when he was in The Outsiders, right before the relaunch of the New 52. He's bonkers. He's split personality. I love Jack Ryder too. I love the fact he's this kind of Jerry Springer-ish to almost to a degree, kind of exploitive, but on the left side, he's kind of like, well, he's a newscaster, but it's all exploitive TV, gotcha kind of stuff, where he's always, you know, picking on the conservative people and whatnot. And so I like Jack Ryder, and I like the dichotomy between him and how insane Creeper is. The fact that he's pretty bonkers and stuff, and they don't always have control over each other and what they do. So the character for me is just really entertaining. I don't know that he's ever had any real epic moments, but it was that, or it was a toss-up Ragman, but I don't know. Ragman starts to verge on being a B-list character, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like Ragman too. So, yeah, I don't know. You know, what qualifies as a C-list character? A character that almost never gets seen anywhere, or a character that just isn't real popular?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on what standards, I could have totally cheated by using Black Alice because, you know, now that I think about it, Black Alice might not be the most C-list person there ever was.
Yeah.
But, oh well.
Yeah, that's what we're going with anyway. Unless somebody can give us a better definition of what a C-list character is and list of B. And if that's the case, I'll go find some character that only shown up in one comic book ever, and I guess that's a C-list character. But then that makes him almost...
makes him like Z-list. I mean...
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's what we're going with for now. It's a tough question. I love watching what everybody else has come up with as far as some of the C-list characters. Anyway, there you go. Bye.